So today, what we're going to do is we're going to actually upgrade one of my access points on my Ubiquiti Unify system. This is the U6 Pro access point. So I'm actually looking forward to getting it in there. Let's get it. Hey folks, welcome back to GeekSmart, and today, like I said, we're going to do an upgrade on one of my access points from, well, I'm going to actually place this where I had a U6 Lite currently placed. We're going to upgrade that to the Unify U6 Pro. So this one has more antennas built into it. It's designed for a larger throughput, for more devices to connect to it. So it's going to be kind of my primary access point. So I'm going to put it in my primary location. And then I may actually take that U6 Lite and move it around to a different center portion of the house. I haven't decided that yet fully, but I do know where this is going to go. So let's take it out of the box. Let's look at everything it comes with, because there is going to be a couple things that don't come with this one, I guess, that they did used to put in some of the older ones. But let's get into the box and then we'll get it set up quick. Okay, so I've actually already taken the plastic wrap that was on here off. Mainly because I just wanted to look at it real quick, but that said, up here it's just, you know, dome for, so there's no parts in the lid. Then we have the actual access point. Oh, nice plastic cover there, which you could leave that on if you wanted to. I'm going to take it off. Alright, so they do give a guide for mounting holes, it looks like, and it does come with a bubble level. So I guess if you were going to mount it on a wall, that way you know where the bottom, or essentially where your wire is going to come in. Not going to really need that, but then at the same time, there's our mounting plate. And then we do have our plate back bracket, so if you're actually mounting on a ceiling tile, oh come on, there we go. You do have this bracket here to put the screws back on, so more support essentially. Aha, there's the kit here. So let's see what we got here. This is, looks like, this is the rubber guide for sealing off the router itself, or the modem, or the access point. Geez, you can see access point gets plugged in there for Ethernet with power over Ethernet, and then that actually is, the cable comes through that point. Looks like you can easily cut this portion out if need be, if you already have it done. Otherwise you could probably feed the end through if it's already terminated. In my case it's already terminated, so we'll see what I want to do with that, but that's gonna go with that. QR code probably for the app download, which I already have because I already have a Unify system. And then this is the actual hardware kit that comes with ceiling grid mounting if you're going to put it on a ceiling grid, screws and nuts if you're going to use the backer kit, if you're going to put it on like a ceiling tile rather than on the grid itself. You can do it that way. Little Allen wrench. There is the standard drywall anchor kits there, as well as 4 screws. So it comes with about everything you're going to need. This little key though, right here, which is a flat guy, this is how you actually release it. Once it's mounted and done, this will click into this plate that's actually mounted on the ceiling. It'll actually click into place, and to undo it so you can take it back down to do any kind of modification, which is what I'm going to have to do on my U6 Lite upstairs. This little flat key fits in, you can see, so a slit there, that'll actually fit in here to unlock the access point from its mounting plate. So this is one of those things that you definitely, at the end, you want to hold on to this, put this in a special location so you don't lose it. I have one at my my equipment rack. I keep it there at all times. If I need to use it, I can come down and grab it and take an access point down. But every time you get one of these, you do get one of these. Now, another thing you'll notice is these are PoE, and they are only power over Ethernet powered, which means even if you're going to use this without the Unify system, without a PoE switch, you do have to provide your own PoE injector. They don't come with them like they used to. I do have, when I got my Nano and Flex, which is the older AC systems, they used to come with PoE injectors, but most people are doing switches, or the newer Dream Machine Pro or Dream Machine SE now actually has PoE built in as well. So that is PoE, but you have to supply your own power. So that said, I'm going to get my other one taken down. We're going to look at mounting this plate. So we can mount this quick. One more thing I did want to point out real quick. You can see right there, little hole for the reset button. So if you did have to actually factory reset this, essentially you push that button in, the lights will light up, and you push it hold until the light starts, I believe it starts blinking rather than being solid, if I remember right. It might be different on this model, but that's the reset hole right there if you need to access that. Okay, so this is my U6 light that's in my living room. My main quarters where most devices, at least the faster devices, are. So I had that flat guy here. I believe that's on this side. Maybe it's on this side. Oh no, it's on this side. So I just slide it in. That'll actually unlock it. It should. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Unlocks, I can twist. And now I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. So this one's now going to show offline in my system, but I'm going to put it back in my system, so that's that guy. So that's all set. Now I'm going to probably want to take this off, this plate, because it's obviously going to go with this one. It's not going to go with the new one. So I'm going to grab my screwdriver and get that off real quick. Okay. Now basically how I'm going to line this up is, this is going to come in kind of right around in this, right where if I draw an imaginary line between, if I was going to draw a circle essentially, that's where that's going to come in, is right around in there. Now I can change it around a little bit, but the thing is that all the existing fasteners, for the most part, don't line up with anything that I'm going to use other than one. There is currently one. And I could use that, or I could just put in all new anchors. So right now I have 4 anchors for the smaller plate, but I don't see a really good way of using them. So I think I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to put all new anchors in. So I'm going to set that up, drill a hole, put the new anchors in. So essentially what it is, there's letters on this plate. I'm actually using D, which is for a 4-square junction box. You could use any anchor points you really wanted. Because we're just mounting it to a ceiling. Wall mount, they recommend A, which is the furthest out, which you could do A as well, but I didn't want to go that far out with my anchor points. So, yeah, I'm going to do D instead. And now is to drill a hole and put the anchors in. That was my starting bit. And now I have the anchors, the larger anchors that came with this one. I'll probably take a hammer and hammer them all the way, but give me a minute, let me get all these in. Okay, now we're going to put the plate up. That's that. Now we gotta get the boot around this, that rubber boot. And I can't, you could just cut that out, I guess. I wonder if it'll fit around. I like that. So I just fit it around it through the hole, just stretch the hole out. And that'll be what that is. And now I should be able to plug this in, put the boot in, slowly push it up, and then put it in. So, see how that works out for me. Okay. Maybe it is that. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. It must have been just slightly bent too much, but now we're locked in place. Should be all set to set up. Okay, so all I did was just log into my Dream Machine. I have a Dream Machine SE, technically. You can see it right here, Ubiquiti Dream Machine SE. But all we have to do here is, once we log in, we can see the topography. Right now, actually, that one's offline, if we actually go to the devices. But I already got a thing ready to add U6 Pro. I can add here or remind me later. I'm going to go ahead and, you can just do that, and that's all you need to do, really. Otherwise, if we actually go into Network, so right here, we'll log into the network side of things, and then you can see that's still stayed up there. I'm going to actually go to the unified devices, and we can see both living room as being offline, and then we see the U6 Pro pending adoption. And so if I click on this guy here, I can actually hit adopt device or just hit add up here. I'm going to hit adopt device and adding U6 Pro. It's that simple. This is what I love about Ubiquiti system, is how easy it is. Even for people that don't really know anything about the back end stuff, this is pretty simple stuff. And there's a lot of YouTube tutorial videos out there if you have any questions. So in this case, I wanted to show you the device. Yeah, it's a quick add-on here into my client. But once it's updated, right now it's updating, so it's taking the newest firmware. Once it's done, it'll come into here, and then I can actually change the name. So you can see how I called that one living room, that one hallway. I can now switch those names and call that one living room instead. That one, I wonder if I'm not going to want to be able to change the settings. And I click on this, go to over here, go to settings. I can change that now and just call that U6 Lite AP. And down here hit apply changes. And now it's called U6 Lite. So when I plug that into the next location, that's what it'll actually be called. So that one I'm going to change to living room once it's done, but that's not a big deal. You can see how we adopted it. It's ready to go. Okay, so for any of you out there that are looking to upgrade or do something with your network, I highly recommend looking at the Ubiquiti system, specifically if you're not just really anal about all this stuff and you have a large home or a nice small business. That's what these are really designed for. Now you can actually set these access points up for point of use without the Dream Machine. You're just going to have a PoE injector or still a PoE switch, and then you can set it up independently by connecting directly to the access point and setting it up directly. You can do that. Now in this case, with a Dream Machine or the Dream Machine Pro, the Dream Machine SE, any of the Dream Machines really, the adoption process is once you have it connected to the system, it sees it, and all you do is hit adopt. That's it. That's your setup for adding access points into the system. Now, I've done a couple setup videos in the past on other access points, and of course this is my first Pro model. This is a larger model. This has more bands, more antennas, more bandwidth. It's designed to be able to connect a lot of devices, and that was my hope, so that I have more bands available for, well, streamlined setup. But also I wanted the larger 4x4 MIMO. So that said, guys, thanks for watching. Now, like I said, if you have any questions, comment below, share, subscribe to the video, as well as hit the thumbs up. And yeah, if you have need help with any of this stuff, or if you have any questions on the content that I already have my access to myself, go ahead and hit comment below, or better yet, go to techgooch.com. You can actually send me an email directly from the website, and I do respond to those. So if you have any direct questions, by all means, reach out. I'm a huge fan of the Ubiquiti stuff. I understand that it's designed for small business, but in my home, now I've said this in other videos as well, my home hates Wi-Fi. The walls are pretty thick. They are plasterboard, but then they also have a Cal Coat, like lightweight concrete plaster. And in locations, it's pretty thick. And Wi-Fi signals just don't do well going through that. So I have multiple access points in my home, specifically upstairs. That's the point that it just doesn't do very well. About a quarter to half of my downstairs is also that, and then the other half is just standard drywall, like this one actually is. It's just standard drywall. So I don't really have issues down here on this half of the basement. But that said, guys, if you have any questions at all about anything, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, And we'll see. I will have a full review of this access point, which I have used if I notice any speed differences between the U6 Lite and the U6 Pro. That's really what the review is going to really be down, because I'm already a huge fan of their setup. So thanks for watching to the end. Catch you on the next setup. Thanks for watching.